Hello, welcome to a brand new episode of Off the Signal Chain. My name is Tom.
And I'm Chris.
And today we have something really cool for you. This is the champion Leccy.
Well, just like Poochie and Gucci, I'm going to call it a Leccy, baby.
Yeah, so that's probably right. But today we're looking at the Skitter. It is a really cool 2-in-1 kind of thing. It is a reverb and a tremolo.
My favorite. I love some reverb. I love some trem. And I got to play around with this, 2-3 weeks ago? And we just had a blast. So I'm glad we get to do an episode on it.
It's got a whole bunch of different features. And
look at all these switches and knobs. This is way more different from our standard 3-knob pedal right now.
Definitely. It's got a lot going on, but it's actually really easy once you actually look at it and you understand what each thing does. It's actually pretty intuitive. So let's just jump right into it.
So what we got today?
So again, I'm running my Fender Tele, and we're going into the Axe effects for just a bass clean tone, and that's what this is going to sound like.
Perfect. That's exactly what I love to hear.
And now right now I have the tremolo turned off.
Okay.
So we're just going to showcase the reverb for a hot second.
Yeah.
It's a belt on brick style reverb, so it's going to have a lot of lo-fi artifacts to it.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit dirtier than your regular reverb. So let's jump right on in.
Turn that on, and
it's already so, it's very warm, but it's nice and cavernous.
Yeah, so this reverb is one of my favorite sounding ones.
Right out of the gate. Man, you get some studio quality style verb, and it's not the perfect replication. It's like it gets warmer as it grows and expands, but it's very, very cavernous style, and that can be tuned.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at for knobs is for the reverb at least, this is going to be the level of it. So we can turn that down. I had that pretty high, but we can turn that down and kind of... You can hear how it just shortened up.
And as you listen, as it trails off, it almost starts to get a little detuned the further away from when you actually pluck it.
It's slightly modulated.
Ooh, I love that. I love a modulated reverb.
Yeah, modulated reverb is one of my favorite go-tos. So what we're looking at right now is the two black knobs. They're the top one is your plain dry guitar signals.
Okay. So all the way up, just nice and spanky, and you're not going to get anything.
Exactly. So I typically run that about halfway, so you still get guitar characteristics.
Yeah.
And then you can just tune in your reverb to taste. It's almost got a spring quality to it.
It does. It does have that a nice little characteristic of it, a flavor, if you will, of spring.
Yep. I like running this pretty drenched though. I love when it starts to just lose itself.
I love when you can hear in the background as it just starts to degrade.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
All right. So it's a reverb and a tremolo.
Yeah. So we just got the reverb portion of it. So what happens when you throw those red knobs into the mix?
All right. So first of all, we gotta flip some switches. We gotta flip the tremolo into effect.
Mm-hmm.
I think how I have this set up right now, it's the tremolo is affecting the reverb trails.
Ooh.
So you're not hearing any of it on the dry.
Mm-hmm. But the trem is coming through every time the reverb pulsates, which is super cool because now I can even see the light blinking.
So it is on a tap tempo, or you have the time knob for manual control. So you can see the lower or higher you turn that knob, the slower that blinks or the faster it blinks.
Ooh. And that'll control the swell in the trail of the reverb for the trem.
Right. All right. So next, let's flip that switch up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. With the flip of a switch, we have already gone to a totally new world. What is that?
Now the tremolo is affecting everything.
Oh my god. I love the way it swells in and out, but it has that, it just in the back, there's that nice reverb that, I love it. The skitter.
Oh yeah. So it's really cool. And then, something I forgot to mention about the reverb. Let's just go back to just straight reverb for a hot second.
Yeah.
There's 3 colors of reverb that you can kind of give it. So this light switch, just at the highest, that's why you hear it so spanky and sparkly.
Yeah. Kind of that surfy reverb.
Yeah, and then it's a 3-way toggle. You can start making it darker.
Oh.
Now you don't hear...
The high end isn't coming through. It's not as trebly.
It's not as pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then you can make it even darker than that.
This kind of reverb to me is the reflections off like a cave wall or something where it just, it isn't as pronounced, but it's coming back a little bit more bassy, a little bit more mid-end style. So crazy. All of this in one stomp box.
Oh yeah. All right. I actually really like it pretty bright. I love hearing all the artifacts of the reverb. I love hearing everything just spring.
The little glitchy even.
Almost.
It kind of quacks. When you quack at it, it quacks back. Ooh, that one's very mellow, very... But you're still at the top switch.
Yeah, I'm still just straight reverb. So let's go right back to the trem because there's more stuff to show you with the trem. So obviously you have your depth, which is marked as space, and your time, which is the rate. But yeah, this toggle right here is tap tempo.
Oh! I love a tap tempo pedal. Ooh. But it's also reactive too to the attack of your pick.
A little bit. Because I hear it.
You hear it, right?
It almost feels like it wants to slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you can have it as tap tempo. It just overrides the time knob. But then as soon as you tap the time knob,
and then it just goes right back to
it
affected.
overrides. Yeah. Have it real fast, kind of like a ring mod.
You got the helicopter style. Oh, all the way. It just wants to vibrate. It's like bubbly, trying to come up through the signal.
So yeah, let's slow this back down just a little bit. Let's back off on the depth. And there's one more knob we got to look at. It's this waveform knob.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. That's got a bunch of crazy shapes, but I don't.
A bunch of squiggly lines.
That's not I don't speak that. What?
Right. So what each of these little markings, it's gonna be what the actual like waveform shape is gonna be like. So what we're on right now is the triangle. So it's gonna be your just basic soft triangle. Once it reaches, it dips back down.
Yeah, it's got peaks and valleys.
Yep. But it's got a bunch of different modes. Let's just start all the way at the beginning. And this is kind of like a ramp up.
Oh, is this a saw wave? Saw up?
Yes.
Yeah, you hear it. Once it gets to the peak.
And now we have the reverse of that.
So a saw down. I feel like this one is more of like a. You could use this for like a reggae tone. You can, that for upstrokes, offbeat, things like that. Yeah. That's exactly what this is intended for right there in that mode.
All right. And then next we have a square. So it's going to sound kind of like a helicopter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the square wave.
And with the depth all the way up, you get those harsh cuts.
Oh, whoa. It's like the signal goes up and then it... Yeah, if you look at the waveform of the actual signal going into our board right now,
yeah,
that's awesome.
And you even see it with the LED.
Yeah, that pulse is just.
Yep. And then we've already seen the triangle wave.
Mm-hmm.
The next would be like your sine wave. So super just mellow.
Ooh.
It just kind of like goes with
subtle.
The flow.
Yeah, it's a very subtle. It's not extreme. Could you lower the depth of it? Because I feel like that's where it shines the most.
And how it just kind of pulses.
Mm-hmm. You get a very rhythmic feeling from it. I love that.
Yep.
It's percussive. There we go. That's the word.
But yeah. Next would be, it kind of looks like a bowl.
That's I believe that's the parabola style one.
Maybe?
Yeah, I'm not great at calculus, but I know what a hyperbole looks like when it's U-shaped. So that's got deep dips.
Yes.
And then it's an exaggeration to the subtle sine wave.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That is so surf post rock. Like, yeah, that. I love this pedal. I'm in love with the color scheme, the way it sounds, and every feature that it does. Does it get better?
It gets better.
How?
Because it gets glitchy.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So there's two more waveform samples on here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna skip the one and just go straight to the end.
Okay. So the one you skipped was the logarithmic one, which is it's more random.
It's a random square wave. Where what I just went to now is going to be a random triangle wave.
Ooh. Oh, it doesn't give a shit.
Nope.
Ooh. There are so many uses for this in like a studio setting.
Oh, definitely.
I love that. We just need to capture that one take perfectly. Yeah, I feel it from here.
And then my favorite waveform on here is actually the random square wave, because then you actually hear all the cuts and dips.
Yeah. Oh, that's where it gets really glitchy.
Yep. With the depth all the way maxed, and you start speeding that up a little bit.
Oh, it's got this wild stutter effect.
Yeah.
It's really just chopping up the signal and giving you this whole new... I mean, it's a different approach to using a guitar. It's not as melodic as it is. There's a lot going on percussively to it.
Definitely. There's one more thing.
I noticed we haven't pressed one switch.
One particular switch.
Uh-huh.
It is the kilter switch.
Pardon?
The kilter.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, exactly. But just like the phrase off kilter.
Oh, we're gonna put this shit sideways.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you've been hearing so far is the reverb and tremolo acting like in tandem in series. We're just gonna flip that. And now you hear both acting.
Yeah, both are kind of like not struggling for control, but it's going back and forth between trem and reverb in a very, I guess. So does that control the way that works?
Kinda.
I'm assuming it definitely affects it, but it's just.
But now you hear the reverb as it should be, and the tremolo as it should be, working in tandem, but making its own.
It's making its own space in your signal.
Let's go to a standard square wave real quick.
I don't know if you can hear it at home, but it gives this pulse underneath the tone that you can hear it's moving air, which is crazy that you can hear it in headphones. Maybe listening through headphones will give you the full experience to this pedal.
Definitely. But yeah, it just sounds so good to hear both working together and not trying to fight over each other.
Yeah. Which one needs to be in control at the time? This one, it's just everything is unfettered, just going.
Yep. And I mean, it can just do one or the other, or it could just work how we were playing it with it before, how it was like reverb into tremolo.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can just be both just going on simultaneously.
This is like 4 different pedals in one. I'm not gonna lie, just because of all the effects you can do with the Switch. Not only could it be your trem, it could be your reverb, it could be your noise box if you want to use the random control, or it can be this glitchy, depth-filled studio machine. You know, if you want an analog sound instead of using some type of VST or plugin, I think this gives you a very cool... I would use this in a heartbeat. Whoa! That's awesome.
Right?
Hello and welcome back. We are plugged into my Jericho Elite 6 now, and I have my clean tone set with my neck pickup. Got a nice warm... yeah. And I'm ready to get this bad boy turned on.
Nice. So yeah, you're just gonna play around for a bit, and I'm just gonna
You're just gonna start
twisting knobs.
Twisting my knobs. God, I love that. I could just drone with these slow waves all day, every day. That big cavernous boy reverb. There's nothing. Now in the bridge pickup. Oh, we're real bright now. Now I heard the word surf came about, so I didn't know if that was a... feel like I'm in a Tony Hawk's game.
Mr. Hawks?
Oh yeah, the skateboarder, Tony Hawks. Yeah, that guy. You could do like some weird like rock punk stuff with this just because the way it breaks up in the reverb and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge plus to this whole pedal right here. I love it.
Oh yeah.
It has so many different dimensions just because of all the different switches and the different waveforms that you can choose from. There's so much versatility, and the dynamics are wild because you can really tune in any type of verb you need. Or if you need like a whole genre, you have surf rock in a can.
Yes. And what's really awesome is what you touched on just before was there's so many different waveforms for the tremolo. I'm not seeing many builders do that.
No, I don't think there are many builders at all who are investing in having a circuit where you can change all the parameters of your waveform.
Right. Mm-hmm. So Champion Leccy, they also have another pedal called the Woozy. Mm-hmm. It's like a chorus vibrato kind of thing. Ooh. And he also did the same thing with the waveform on this.
Really?
Where like you can select different waveforms for that chorus or vibrato effect. And so this is kind of like the thing he does. It's pretty awesome. No,
I'm 100% down with that. Having that much selection, sometimes it's a little scary, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah.
But this, I think you can just, kind of mess with the knobs, flip a few switches, and you'll have a tone right out the gate.
Yeah. This is such an... For as many knobs and switches that are on there, this is such a plug-in and play kind of thing that...
It's not something you see regularly when you have this much variety.
Yes. But I would definitely... When I first got it, I was a little scared with like how many knobs and switches like there was going on with it. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna find something.
I'm never gonna be able to get something usable for anything. But this,
no, literally anything you set it to, it just you can use it perfectly. Mm-hmm. It's incredible. So yeah, all links to the shop and whatnot will be in the description below. This has been the Champion Leccy The Skitter, reverb, tremolo, combo, all in one kind of thing. And thank you for joining us on another episode of Off the Signal Chain.
Yeah, be sure to follow us and subscribe because we're going to be doing pedals all the damn time, and our gear is just going to keep expanding and evolving. So follow us on that journey.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Thank you for joining in. Take care.